Hey everyone, so I wanted to talk about how I do Project 1. Let's just jump right into it. I came at this from a cold start. I have Chrome but no windows open. So first I'm just going to open up Chrome. And for notes, because I'm going to be taking notes throughout this entire project, I'm going to be using HackMD. If you go to this URL, there's actually a HackMD server for the group that you can take advantage of. If you go to it, because you don't yet have an account, you'll be met with this screen. You can sign in, register, and just create your own little account. And then you'll be met with this screen. This is my HackMD screen. And if I click New Note, I can write whatever I want. And this uses Markdown. You don't need to concern yourself with Markdown at all yet. It's very convenient, so I highly recommend it if you want to try. Otherwise, just follow along, ignore the tool I'm using, just pay attention to the notes, and then that'll be fine. Just pay attention to this right sign. Great. Okay, so Project 1. Ugh. Oh, come on, don't crash on me. Okay, we're back. Project 1. This is all I've got so far, right? Project 1, Kevin's project. Step 1, look for inspiration. Step 2, compile some content. This is about as far as I've got with myself. If I go here, there's the Project 1 prompt here. And here are the prerequisites. But before I even pay attention to all this, to this no place like home task, the first thing I want to do is just look for some inspiration. And I don't mean inspiration so much in like an emotional way. I mean in a technical way. You need creative inspiration to really build and diversify your thought process. Otherwise, you're just coming at it cold, and that's not so good. So web design portfolios, I don't know. Okay, 45 brilliant design portfolios to inspire you. Okay, so I just want to look at a couple of these, see which parts. I'm opening these all in new tabs. I want to see which of these have things that I like. I'll just go through a couple of them, pick out the pieces I like, and then go from there. So, Femme Fatale Studio. Okay, so I already don't like this website. There's this animation going on in the back, and there's this subtle effect when you move left and right. It's really nice. And there's this like animation when you hover over the button. It's really nice, but I don't like intensive websites. I feel like they sacrifice performance a little bit. Like loading this on a really bad machine is gonna make it lag, so I already don't like this. I'm just gonna close it. Okay, I already don't like that. Auto playing audio is terrible. Don't ever do it. So what is this? Bert, hello. So okay, this is kind of a better balance. This has like a background animation like the first one to make it dynamic. I really like the color scheme, and it's simpler. It's still like sort of heavy, I think, in terms of the weight of the website. There's like big pictures, there's this image here, but it seems to be optimized and it's not lagging that much. So I like this. If I look at a site like this, I might want to say, okay, I like the full color image they're using. I mean full height, full screen image. I like this color scheme. It's very different. I like this font. Usually people go for, you know, the cool sans serif, but this is a little bit different. I like that. I like their logo, and I like the button style. Okay, let's close that one. Look at this next one. Oh man, there's auto playing audio in this too. I really hate the auto playing audio, and it's not just me. Let's see. Again, these are very intensive. I'm gonna look at a different list because it looks like these sites are kind of sites that push the limit, which is fine, but not what I'm going for right now. Let's just look at these. Alright, this looks closer. It's just nice and simple, I hope. Okay, there's this loading screen. This already is bad. Not bad like objectively. This is like really awesome. If you, whoa, can you type here? Oh, you can't type here, but okay, so I see what they were going for. This is actually a really cool site, but being intensive and being slow loading is like a cardinal rule that you don't break unless you're doing something like this. This is actually very well done, but it's too complicated for my tastes. And I'm hoping to edit this minimally. I want everyone to kind of see my thought process as I go along, because This is never a smooth process, you know? Like, I'm Googling random things, I'm clicking all over the place, and that's how the process is like. It's chaotic. Uh, Bethany Heck. Okay, so holy heck, inspired design. All right, so this might be closer to something I really want. Let's see here. Okay, so it's a full screen image. There's a gray overlay, some simple text. This is kind of like the hipster layout because, you know, there's like the chic New York City style apartment in the back, some fancy white monotone color scheme, etc. But then, okay, if we move down, there's a portfolio of things. What is one of these things? The half-liner. Is this a project? Okay, nothing's loading. Is this because I have ad blockers? Refresh. So that page isn't loading. Let's try this one. Okay, this is working. So it looks like maybe case studies or blog posts. I really like the design of this blog post though. Dang. Okay, so a full screen image. Well, nearly full width image. Really, really big typography. Really, really loud typography. Okay, so I like this. I think I'll pull from this. So let's see. If I go back to my notes, I'm going to say, let's see. All right, screw my notes from before. I'm going to say big full screen image hero. I'll caption this, things I like. Big full screen image for the hero. This is serifed, so massive serif fonts. I kind of like this vibe. I think red and blue are opposite on the color spectrum. I know nothing about color theory, but I think I know that much. Are they even? I don't even know. But okay, so blue, red, color complements, or whatever they're called. It's very text centric, so I'll say text centric. Layout. Let's look at work. Okay, they use a lot of images as links. They use images or color tiles like this as links. They don't actually have text links like this up in the nav bar. They use actual tiles. This is actually a pretty hard effect to achieve. It's called the masonry layout, I believe. If I change the screen width, maybe the layout adjusts. No? Oh, yeah, there. Okay, so it adjusts to the full width. And it responds to the width of the browser. But anyways, so power loop. Okay, but anyways, they use images as links with overlays as hover effect. Okay, so these are some stylistic things I like. And it's all from this one site alone, right? Let's move on. Let's move to another site. The Mighty Urban Ape. Okay, so this is a new one. All right, I like this as well. This is very, very different from the previous website. Overall, it looks like it's just one monolithic chunk of white. There's no sections per se. There's this logo at the top that it's just an image. We can open this image in any tab. Yeah, okay, so it's this image. Welcome to my online scrapbook. They also went for the non-conventional font. It shows a little bit of personality, and it's braver, I think, because fonts like Helvetica are safe. Fonts like this are a little harder to achieve, but this guy pulled it off very well. So let's move down. Print design, it's an image. I guess he's talking about his experience. Okay, yeah, he's talking about his skills. Print design is one skill. He's demonstrating that he worked for Red Bull, I suppose. This is another skill. He can work in 3D software, and this is one of his projects. And it goes on like this. So I really like this because all the information you need to know about this guy is right on the homepage, and that's actually extremely helpful. He doesn't even have a nav bar because everything you need is right here. Yeah, see, so this is a kind of very unique portfolio. I'm gonna post this to the channel. At the very bottom, instead of an about page, he actually writes it right here. My name is Jack Freeman, blah, blah, blah. It talks about him at the very end. After all you've seen about what he can do, he doesn't talk about himself. He talks about what he can do. And then at the very end, when you're already convinced that this is an experienced agency or person, that's when he actually talks about him as an individual. And I think that's a really good way to present the information. So I like that too. So maybe focus on order of presentation. Okay, so right around here you might be thinking, like, why am I following this train of thought, right? I think that's a really common thing with projects like this, trying to carve out progress from the chaos. Like, if you think about what I've done so far, is I just randomly Googled something. I started looking at stuff. There was no official approved design list. I just clicked on some links. I hated some of the sites. I liked some of the sites. And then I eventually stumbled on this one that I really like. And I think I want to model my own portfolio after this a little bit. Just navigating the web purposefully. That's another core thing that I wanted to demonstrate with this unedited video. So hopefully that helps a little bit in making it clear that this is not a structured process. There's no official guidelines anywhere on how to make a site. It's just kind of pull and be inspired from random things all across the web, whether it's a video or random lists of websites that are pretty, like I did. Yeah, like, this is hilarious. Call me and it's a banana phone. That's awesome. So it shows a lot of personality. And if I was like a client, I would love to work with this person. It's not responsive. That's a thing. But then I guess he made the design choice that most of his clients are going to be using desktop computers anyway. So he, I guess, thought it was fine. Okay, so what do we have so far? So I know I want a big full screen image hero, but that's not actually true anymore, because this Urbanate website, I really, really like this. And this does not use that. So I actually think I'll go with this. I'm going to cross this out, and I'm going to say, instead of a big full screen image hero, no hero at all. And I want to have sort of unconventional fonts and a nice logo for myself, Kevin. So my name's Kevin O. Maybe I could do something cool with my name, like Co or Kevo or something. So maybe I can do something like that. And that's all I'm going to do for today. So I have this note up on HackMD, and I'll return to it next time. But piece by piece, that's the piece I'm doing today. Just getting a little bit inspired and starting to brainstorm about what I want. This is really great progress. It looks like nothing, and I have no code written. I don't even have Sublime Text open, but I'm better off to make a good start, right? So I could have just as well. It's very easy to just, jump into your text editor and start coding like random stuff, like Kevin's website, blah, blah, blah. And then you just start coding. And then at the end, you have, 5 divs that are just filled with, hello, I'm Kevin, and just a bunch of random nonsense. And then you open this up, and it's just so dumb looking. So I want everyone to plan. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's it for this video. I will probably release another one showing me actually sketching out the layout. This was more for showing how I get past that first step of starting the project at all. How do I enter this project from a cold start and kind of ramp up? And that's it. It was just, just a little fun browsing through the internet, picking out parts I like, and getting inspired. That's really it. The next time I'll sketch wireframes, probably plan the content, and from that point, I think I'll choose the tech I want to use, whether I want to do it with HTML and CSS or add some other cool tools that will make the development process easier and faster, and then so on and so forth. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you have any feedback, comments, or requests, just let me know in the developers group channel. Thanks a lot, and I hope everyone's having a great week.
Bye.